we take up upon our vessel. This is the Star Seeker. We last time saw them rescue a ship, meet with some people, and they are currently headed to a Harpy colony, a mining operation. They have things that are to be delivered to the Harpies. They have a letter presenting themselves as mercantile agents, and their plan is to get there and find a person named Ratsfink. And Ratsfink is an associate of your new friend who is absolutely a delight and not at all a problem that's going to happen later on, Yadana, the vampire. Now, what she has told you is that Ratsfink worked on the boat of your enemy, the one that you are trying to find, to find the oracle's face, and that he should be able to get you a way to track them down. As you may recall, he is aboard I believe it's the Iron Aegis is the name of the vessel that they are on. So we are taking up with that. I want to give us a chance to each call a scene here. It's a few days travel from the point of rescue to this island. So I'd like to give each of you a chance to call a scene with an NPC or PC or even a vignette to show us what your daily life looks like aboard the ship. And we started last time with the captain in first chair. So, Nonius, you have a ship that is beset with troubles. Now, mind you, you were able to, through some very careful action and some luck, make the crew happy with you, but that has been paid off for you by
Uh,
the captain bringing on a vampire and the hold being filled with zombies. So tell me, what scene would you like to call?
um, so one of my what are they called? Uh, Connections. That's it. That was not a hard word. Why did that not come? One of my connections that we haven't seen is the Apprentice Navigator, Thurlow Fane. Um, and we do have a hold full of zombies in boxes. Were they in like stacked in boxes?
They are in very small coffin-like boxes. They're
Cool,
clearly
cool,
the
cool.
smallest possible boxes that they could fit a zombie in.
Oh, but they each get their own.
Yes.
How fancy. Um, so we have a hold full of the nightmarish undead. And we have a ship infested by the nightmarish undead, but the captain saw fit to sign papers with that one. So I'm limited in what I can do until she inevitably betrays us. But the zombies I can do something about. I can make sure that everything is, I mean, it's ideally we just open a hole in the bottom of the ship and they'd all go into the ocean, but I can't do that either because it's not profitable apparently. But I can work on wards and containment and circles and checks and just things to make sure that these zombies don't do anything untoward and that they don't get up, and that if they do, the alarms start going off and maybe fire. Um, so Thurlow is strange and sort of magic, so um, I'd like to get him to help me out. And his connection in particular is a lover bond. He's
Absolutely. He will
sort
be
of
more than
infatuated.
happy to help you down in the darkened bowels of the ship with this operation. You see him smile a little there as you invite him to go down there with him, away from the prying sight of others. He's tall. He's a big, tall, muscular,
He is a large
vest
boy.
wearing orc. He only ever wears a vest. And he will say, also, if you change your name things,
Oh, yeah. Wow. Completely reset
we got the
that.
technical things. Vern came in all on fire.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I had to change it too.
It's very special.
Uh, so Nonius, uh, describe to me like what what we see and how this sort of apprentice navigator shaman assists you in this.
Um, so I think as we come down into the space, Nonius, he's very agitated and talking about the profit of the ship and the risks that we're taking on and the curses piling on curses. And as we get down into the hold, in order to really to get things started, I can't be bound up. We're in tight spaces, anyways. So he dramatically sweeps off his cloak, and of course, where Thurlow is a vest man, Nonius is just a cloak man and allergic to shirts otherwise. Deathly allergy. Um,
Nonius will arch an eyebrow at that.
um, and so he's explaining it's well, we need to form the circle and make sure that it is reinforced, bound up, keeping these things as quiescent and laid down as possible. And well, it's don't go spreading it around, but we do sort of need to start with fire. So if you could hold this, and he brings this like black wax candle up to Thurlow, and it's tight confines, so he does have to get close, and he's having him
Absolutely.
hold it as he you know, leans in to light it, and the sort of flare comes up right between their two
Yeah.
faces.
Nanius is a good head taller than you, and he is
Furlough.
Thurlow is a good head taller than you, no, Nonius, and so he'll kind of smile down at you as you said that. He says, I understand. I can follow instructions, Master.
Yes, you're proven to be quite adept with your hand work. Circles, if you could.
Many have said so.
Well, we need to get the diagram laid down on the deck here, laid out on the deck here.
I take your meaning. And yeah,
Um,
you can work through and get this result. Basically, you would like to perform a protection such that you will be alerted if these zombies were to awaken.
Yes.
Okay.
I
I don't
they've
think
they've
there's a
come with
right.
assurances, but I
Yeah.
don't trust that.
I don't think there's a role necessary for that. I think that's a simple thing that you can set up. I think, but perhaps possibly some training that you had from your time with the witches, markers and protections and things like that. So I think there is a memory of that. I think you will finish that up. I think you are kind of in these tight spaces, and it is still a ship, so it is rocking. I do imagine that there's a moment when you kind of stand up and maybe kind of lose your footing a little bit and kind of balance yourself against the inner hull. And there is that moment when Thurlow does the lean in, puts his hand up above you and kind of leans in close anime style and goes quiet. Was there anything else, Master?
Yes, just the one thing. And Nonius will like reach up his very large arm and wrap a hand around his hand and bring it down close to his chest, where he cuts both of their palms with a dagger to finish the circle by dropping some blood on top of the candle, but in a very like sensual and holding way. Remember,
Absolutely.
wounds are flirting with Nonius.
I think so. I think that he will take it as such. I mean, imagine that there's when you finish it up that he does, run a lick to clean the wound, and he'll grab up your hand and do the same.
Thank, thank you. That's very thorough.
Anything I can help you with, little master, I would be glad to.
It's nice to have some obedience out of the ship for once.
I can be very obedient.
Nonius is like suddenly looks over his shoulder at the coffins full of zombies. Um, well, we should uh, return to our elsewhere.
As you command. And he'll grab up your cloak and hold it out as if to put it over your shoulders, if you allow him.
Yeah, he'll sort of
He'll put that on
lean
you,
into a
kind
little
of
bit.
turns you around to hit the clasp on it for you before he heads out. Very hot down here. I mean, you just lit that
It's
candle. It's like a
yeah,
little bit
it's
warmer down here than you might have
use
actually
some
expected.
ventilation.
Yeah.
It's
Vern, what scene would you like to call?
Uh, I don't have anything in particular going currently, so um,
Do you want to talk with an NPC, with a PC? Do you want to show us what you do? What would you like?
uh, maybe I'm annoying Cass.
Okay. So Cass, when you are not at the helm, at the wheel, guiding things, where can you usually be found? Where will Vern find you? You are muted, you will understand.
Good question. I think I think that you actually find him uh down along like the ship just above the water. It's not like they have outriggers, but they have essentially one of those like the prow comes down and out, and then there's kind of like a ledge almost that you stand on that's just above like where the water is hitting for the most part. He's down on that, and he looks for like all practical purposes that he's trying to figure out how to take a nap down
So Vern, you kind of wandering through the ship and you will see Cass there scouting out this area.
Uh-huh.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, I will climb, slide, whatever down to this ledge.
Oh, and I think Cass, when Cass sees you, because it's very loud down here, actually, right close to the water, and so when he actually turns around to see you, he's like, "Do you?" Starts to talk, and you can tell that he realizes that he can't, that you probably can't hear him, and he leans in. He's like, So, do you know how to? And then he sort of stops because, no, you're not a sea person. Uh, I
How to
can't.
what?
I can't get comfortable down here.
I don't think it's meant to be comfortable. I'm like yelling over the.
But I need to fall asleep.
Why here?
Because I have to dream?
Can you not dream anywhere else?
Well, it's a, it's 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 special. Special. I have to dream, so
Um, can you not get comfortable because you're gonna fall off the ocean? Why? What's the problem?
no, I won't fall off. I mean, the ship wouldn't let me fall off. It's just that when you're laying down here, and he sort of turns and he goes, "It's underneath you, and then it isn't, and then it's underneath you again. It, I can't fall asleep that way."
Um, you could like stick yourself to it with tar.
Oh, that might work. Yeah, do you think? Okay. And then he sort of stops and goes, "But don't you have to heat that up?"
Um, right. Something else sticky. And out of character, I do not know how hot you have to get tar before it's sticky.
Quite hard.
Okay, too hot.
So
It'll be sticky, but whether it'll be malleable is more the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's and he goes, "We should go up top. It's too loud down here."
Okay, yes, you're right. Let's do that.
All right. And he will follow you and make sure that you keep your footing just fine. He doesn't seem to have any trouble with his footing. You get that sort of thing, like he catches as you're going up a few times, he
Mhm.
catches you as you swing out a little far from the
Yes.
ship. And then when you finally get back up on deck, he's like, I just really just need to sleep deeply. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. It's like the more I
Uh,
think about it, the harder it gets.
I'll bet Dr. Blackwood has something that will make you sleep deeply.
It would involve being tied up, probably, wouldn't it?
I don't think so. I think it would involve drugging you.
Oh,
I don't think you need to be tied up.
no, but I mean, Dr. Blackwood does everything with cords. So inevitably you end up, I mean, you may not realize it. Threads
I
and
no, I
cords,
didn't
threads and
realize
cords.
that.
Oh, yes. A stitch in time, a knot for the ages, all of that thing. So anyway, uh, I could try though. You're right. I suppose if anyone knows about some way to get past the minor discomforts of a
I mean,
little bit of
honestly, uh,
motion.
probably a lot of people have drugs that will do that for you. They just might do a lot of other things too. She seems like the is it she or he? She or they? Okay. She seems like the one most likely to have drugs that just do that.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will ask. What were you, why were you over the side of the ship though?
I'm just wandering around, getting a little, getting a look at things. Uh, I said,
Oh, are you working on the book for the captain?
I'm always working on at least one book. Right now, the problem is if you're writing a book about sea monsters, they're all underwater. You can't really see any of them, even if they're there. You don't know if they're there
You can
until
call
they
them
come
up.
up, and then they're likely to attack you.
Well,
You
I mean, they're
can,
likely to attack you from beneath too.
right?
So it just depends on how
Yes.
hungry they are.
I need to learn to breathe underwater. That's all. Uh, um, what were you saying before? I'm sorry, I cut you off. That you can call them up. How does one do that?
Well, it the different ways for different creatures. Um, do you want to call one up or many up? Do you have a plan?
I I was about to say yes, but I think that Captain Mayan might um, disapprove of my calling monsters while we are on the ship in the middle of the ocean like this. Doesn't.
It is usually inconvenient for the ship. It is certainly
Yes,
dangerous. I
yes,
understand that.
exactly.
Uh, but when we're on an
But
island, you could call one up.
yes,
Then it would
when we
only
get to an
endanger the
island,
island. Yes.
I would love to do that. Well, maybe you can't sink an island.
You would like to think.
Looking at Lowell's face, like Lowell, like you want to bet?
Uh, I I know that there are ways to call them up. Sometimes, usually it's accidental. I understand it, but I suppose once you've made that mistake, you would know what works. So I would talk
Yeah.
to people who have had close calls and survived. They may have witnessed what it was that caused it to come to the surface.
That's a good idea. Yes. Next island we land on, I will look for anyone who has stories about sea monsters.
Well,
Find out what they
I
did before they saw
understand
them.
we're going to a place where there are harpies and they offend pretty much everyone. So they've almost certainly encountered
That's true.
some
Yeah,
Leviathan.
perfect.
I'm
Uh,
sorry, not very useful.
No, that's very useful. I I should have thought of that, but I didn't. I'll let you go talk to Dr. Blackwood, and I really don't think ropes will be required. Uh, Maybe
Have you been
I
to
didn't know that.
Dr. Blackwood yet?
I try to avoid it, but I've gotten a few cuts stitched up, and she didn't use rope.
Well, that was because it was just some cuts. There you go.
What does she use the rope for?
It sort of stops and says, everything is a binding for Dr.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm sure that sooner or later I will be injured and find out,
Yes. And then you'll come and see me and you will understand.
and I will understand. Yes.
Anyway, they're very effective. It's just you have to be ready.
Yes. Thank you for the warning. Or I don't know if that counts as a warning, but yes, I will. I will be ready.
And then Cass does to Rebecca go, have you looked at their hand?
No,
Oh, if you did that, you
not
would
up
see what I
close.
was
They were
talking
wearing.
about.
Oh, okay.
They were wearing gloves.
Yeah.
I don't wear gloves when I'm there.
Maybe You know, I'm new. Maybe they trust you.
That's a nice way of looking at it. Or maybe they're just not afraid of me.
Could be.
So, Cast, do you want to go and talk with Dr. Blackwood? Is that what the scene
Yes,
is?
I would like draughts of dreaming or something that would make me fall asleep because the more I try to fall asleep to dream, the less I get sleep.
You will go down to Dr. Blackwood's office. Uh, she is seated there. She has cords and lines and things tied around on her jacket and vest and so on. Her hair is motile, I want to say, in its own way. It kind of moves. At first you think it's like 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 she's underwater kind of thing, but actually when you're watching it, you realize it's more like her hair is a giant blonde octopus.
Yeah.
And her hand, the hand that she often has gloved when other people around, basically that arm is a series of metal, steel cords, tentacle cords that kind of wrap together and fashion themselves into a hand. Um, and she has one normal eye and one eye that she keeps a monocle on, and that eye has that weird black slit like an octopus. And she will say, "Ah, Cass, would you like a cookie?"
I would like something that would help me sleep or actually make me dream. I need to have a dream.
Well, I could give you something, but uh, maybe want to get the captain's permission before you take it.
Okay. Uh,
The lightest thing that I can give you will put you out for a bit. And I would not like to be the one who the captain comes to when he needs his navigator, his ship's groom, and she is hauled away in somnambulic slumbers.
okay. I will go and
Oh,
ask
well,
the
no,
captain.
I'll give it to you first.
Oh,
And that way you can go and ask, or you can make a terrible decision on your own.
okay. It's important to make decisions.
Let me mix this up. And as she's talking to you, you will realize that she's still kind of facing you and talking to you, and the other arm has kind of gone out and it has started to kind of stretch and move and pull things together, and it is operating very independently as it mixes things up. And there's finally a moment when she needs the other hand and she turns and uh, crushes something, mixes it up, uh, gets it all together until she hands you this saffron yellow potion with a big, like, grainy bits at the bottom.
Mm, it's a pretty color.
It is. You'll want to shake it before you drink it. That will activate it and make it extraordinarily viscous.
Ooh, okay. Do you have trouble sleeping ever, Dr. Michael?
No, I sleep the sleep of the dead.
Mm.
I merely have to put my hands over my face, wrap them around carefully, press tightly, and then I fall into a slumber.
Do you have to do that to fall asleep?
I do now.
Mm. Do you have a name other than Dr. Blackwood?
Not anymore.
Thank you for your conversation and the medication. I will go and ask the captain if I may take some leave as we navigate towards the island.
Let's do that scene to finish out your scene, and then we'll do Captain Humayun's scene, kind of step off from that. So, Captain,
Okay.
where does Cass find you to seek out this permission?
I'm probably walking the deck.
Yeah, I imagine that um you're walking the deck and there's that thing of you look out to the sea and you look back and he's right there by you.
Oh, Cass, my boy.
I'm so glad, Captain, to see you. It is a good, fine set of still seas, but still a stiff breeze.
Yes, it's quite nice out. We're making
What a-
fine progress. Your course seems to be paying off quite well.
I am glad. In fact, I think that it will carry us the whole way there.
Oh, very good.
I would make a request, Captain.
Hmm?
I would like to take about 12 hours leave.
I'll kind of look at the water and back and leave, Cass, my boy.
Yes, I would like to sleep and dream.
Oh, you would like some rest?
Yes, I would like to not be disturbed.
Well, everyone deserves a bit of rest. 12 hours. I mean, if provided there's no emergency, of course.
Right. If there is an emergency, I will be sleeping very deeply. So,
We have several days more travel, I think, and even our best estimate. You, of course, deserve to get some. Have you not been sleeping, Cass? That's not good.
I have been sleeping but not dreaming.
Hmm. Oh, what dreams may come. Uh, but, of course, dreams. Yes, young lads should dream.
Yes, I have been trying and it has not been happening. So
Yeah, you should see the doctor about that.
I did. And I
Oh.
hold up the potion.
Oh. Mm. Mm. Well, the Soul Bones has given something that should help you, I presume.
They seem to think so.
Well, certainly. Take your 12 hours. Dream your little dreamy dreams.
I will. I hope.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
then, pleasant rest.
All right. Then I will go. And since I can't seem to sleep on the outside of the ship, I will go down to fairly quite close to like in the ship, it's actually underwater. If it makes any sense, it's
Oh,
just not
the
underwater.
deep hold?
The deep hold, yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Probably the quietest and most isolated place is the room with the zombies.
Yeah, zombies. It probably doesn't even occur to me they're
Exactly.
exactly.
Uh and we can narrate on you delivering that in your dream at a later time. We can flash
Mhm.
back to that.
Absolutely.
But you will be able to do that. Captain Humayun, what what scene would you like to call? What would you like to do?
Think we get to the night has fallen, and I am back in my cabin, and I have asked for Yadana to come and have a chat.
All right. And she will, assuming it is after dark, she will uh, come to where you're at. May I come in?
Uh, Certainly, please. Uh, it is toasty warm, but I don't imagine that bothers either one of us.
No.
Please sit. I would offer you something to drink, but as you have previously stated, there is nothing that I have, or at least am willing to provide.
I am set for a little longer, and of course I have my source on tap. So if I
Interesting
should,
you mentioned that. You came aboard alone.
no, I didn't. Vern brought me.
Are you suggesting that Vern is this source?
Yes, I thought that was apparent. He made a deal to be able to get you the information you required, and he
Hmm,
gives me a little drop as necessary. I am not a monster. I am not a, well, I am a monster. But what I mean is,
aren't we
I am
all?
not here to be a predator or destroyer of things. Uh,
Hmm,
I require a little, and I can hold my appetites in check, Captain, as one often has to do when one is at sea.
I am very much trusting in your self-control. I just was not quite fully familiarized with the agreement you had made with Mr. Gauzy. I
I,
presume, however, once our little trip is over, that deal will have reached its end.
well, who knows what the future will bring?
Well, I suppose that will be something to discuss with Mr. Gauzy. Let us not interrupt our more pleasant chat. You mentioned that you had been aboard the Star Seeker before. I'm well aware of the long history of Starseeker, both this ship in particular and others that have borne the name and the star. I'm intrigued by perhaps your time aboard. Was it this particular ship, or was it one that bore the name and its celestial occupant?
It is hard to say. You know the tale of the ship that is built and rebuilt.
Mm,
It is this ship, but is it this ship? Hmm, who is to say on that? But it is some time ago, when I was aboard this ship. Uh, the Empire of the Hours had not reached so far north yet. They had not brought in the vizierdoms of the north and taken Nartessa, so it was some time ago.
do I have any inkling of roughly when those would have happened?
So that happened probably 40, 50 years ago. So
Okay,
before
so not
that,
like hundreds upon
right.
hundreds potentially. Let's see. Uh, who captained the ship at the time?
Captain Humayan captained the ship at that time.
I beg pardon.
The name of the captain of the ship at that time was Captain Humayan. I assumed it was a title.
Not to my knowledge, no.
Oh, that's interesting.
I take it that that they and I we did not look alike. We were not the same person by some twist, were we?
That I could not say. It is one of the problems of being rejected by death. I do not see things and people as you do anymore.
Hmm,
Uh, uh, just as I cannot see myself in a mirror, I do not see you, I'm assuming, as you see yourself.
I see.
So
But
you you may well bear resemblance, but I could not say.
hmm, and when you left the ship, this was the same captain who they still commanded when you left.
I left when the ship was dragged down into hell.
Hmm, I see.
I assume that the captain was still the captain at that point, but again, this is this is quite some time ago. I had heard that it had returned sometime after that,
Hmm, I see.
but well before these days. So it has been back from its infernal journey to the underrealms for a while. Certainly, the figurehead is not the one that I knew.
Hmm. I have interest to perhaps find previous captains, find out some information on them, but it would seem that if
I don't I
hellbound,
I don't think any captain of this ship has ever retired peacefully to the shoreline, do you?
no, but at the same time, I don't particularly need them to be peacefully walking about either.
Well, I do know some necromancers.
As
I'm
do
not
I.
sure your first mate would like it if I were to hand them your card.
My first mate is a person of strong will, but understands the necessities of duty.
He does, but there will be a limit to that given his acquaintances and connections.
Let us both hope that that is not something that occurs too terribly soon.
He is bound by the contract that you have signed, and I have no worry on that score.
I am this friend of yours, Rats and Finken.
Yes.
Um, you seem confident that they will be more than happy to assist us. Is vengeance the cause the same for them as you?
Ah, they owe me a debt, and they are also ill-tempered. So, yes, I do think that they will be be willing at the very least to assist you in the task that you are undertaking here.
Hmm. Let us be frank with each other. I have certain things I am looking for. I presume you and this Ratson thinking do as well. There is no need for us to be unnecessarily on this.
Captain, I am not your enemy.
That is what I'm hoping.
I am I am pleased that the luck and tides of this world have brought our paths to cross, and such that something that I thought might be years in the making, taking a hot, bloody vengeance, has presented itself as a more direct opportunity. So quite honestly, you are doing me an immense favor by allowing me to come along on this, and I always repay my favors.
We wish to procure something that this person has taken. I presume there will be a booty aboard the ship.
Hmm.
The ship itself, I do not know of, though I'm when we have war council, I'm hoping both once we've rescued this Ratson Fagin, we will learn more before we make any sort of assault. But once we have defeated your enemy, once you have gotten your vengeance, um, will you be contented? Do you wish the ship? Will he
Oh,
wish the ship?
I don't think that there's any chance of you taking that ship intact.
Really, I had been of the thought that it would almost be impossible to take it at range and instead be forced aboard.
Well, yes, I have no doubt of that, but the ship will not stay intact after that
Ah, why do you say so?
because my lover's blood and body is tied to that ship.
Hmm. All
You will
right.
not take it without killing him, and when you kill him, that ship will give itself over to the ocean.
Ah, yeah. Then it would probably be best for all of us if we kill him rather slowly.
I I hope that you will give me a chance to be a part of this endeavor.
It is the price you've asked. And
Absolutely.
I, too, always return my favors.
Well, Captain, I hope that uh, that perhaps, and I say this in the most uh, optimistic way, I hope that perhaps when we conclude this endeavor, we might be able to continue our arrangement.
Continue sailing with us.
I can be a very useful asset.
I do not wish to cause offense, but as you have made note, my first mate may not be totally pleased with that concept. I do not wish to impose the idea of how you will conduct yourself, but if you could find some means of thawing that particular glacial anger.
I don't think that's a possibility, but I think that he and I could come to another kind of understanding, a certain kind of tension that might be a delight for everyone.
As we've noted, there are many monsters upon the sea, and I am not adverse to dealing with some of the worst when it is necessary. Should we prove to have positive uh, arrangements between us, that would not displease me. But I will not allow the disruption of my crew's integrity and morale. I would, of course, not do anything other than find you safe harbor elsewhere if it is not possible for you to remain. But I cannot say until the time comes whether that is possible.
Absolutely, I perfectly understand that. You strike me as the man, the captain that would hold to those positions. I, you're a very different man from Susanto
Hmm.
or
We,
his master, Athari.
yes, we are indeed very different. I
Well,
seek my goals in different manners.
that you do. Well, I thank you for inviting me in, Captain. I should probably take my leave and allow you to your evening.
And you to yours. Thank you for your time.
At your service. And you all bow and will leave.
Hmm.
And I think there is just the slightest bit, you're always chilled and the room is warmer. There's the slightest bit of the room getting just a slight bit warmer when she does depart. And we will see the ship. We get the drone shot passing by the ship as we can see, and it kind of pans up, and we can see an island in the distance. There is some mist and fog. You were given some instructions. There are some shoals and reefs around here, broken rock. You were given instructions. From the distance, we can see some smoke rising from what you're guessing are some workplaces on board. We can see a very sort of stone and adobe style town, a small kind of fortress. There's a single large dock with a simple cargo ship there. We can see beyond that. It is kind of a small island, but mountainous. There's a weird kind of uh, dome rock at the top of one of the mountains, and then what appears to be a enormous stone hand sticking out from the mountain as well. Um, as you approach, you will be essentially there is the classic flags and signals that for you to from the fortress, the shot of a cannon to hail, and then the flags that ask your business. You will reply with commerce and give the byword, and you can bring your ship in there to the dock and drop anchor. It's it's a decent harbor, not wide but fairly deep, uh, and you have no problem getting the boat to there, and you can drop the gangway, and there will
Okay.
be a set of harpies that are there. Uh,
Um, beforehand, maybe have had a quick chat with
yeah,
everyone.
we can flash back now to the group discussing now that you had a chance to kind of look at the scene here. And certainly if people want to do a size up roll, that's also a possibility here if you want to kind of get a sense of what is going on. Captain, why don't I have you lead that discussion here with your colleagues?
All right. Oh, all right, friends. We see our island. We have several options here. Um, we have no idea really how vast the forces are arrayed against us. Therefore, a frontal assault seems rather foolish. I would suggest perhaps that we attempt a novel idea of honest parley to begin with. We are delivering something they want. They would normally be paying for it. I'm willing to forego that payment if they will give us the person we're looking for. It might be worth at least trying the offer. However, we do tip our hand the moment we do that. They will know what it is we're wanting. There are somewhat more uh, attempts to do with subterfuge. We could have someone lurking within some of the crates to spring forth to try to procure our target. That has its own difficulties. We're not really very sure what they're going to do with the crates of these zombies, and I would hate to have someone find themselves surrounded and almost certainly killed. I will open to any suggestions that any of you might have. Nonius, you seem eager to speak.
Do you think it likely that they would barter for him?
I think it depends a bit. Maybe they would like to keep the payment for these zombies. From what it seems, it is a substantial amount, but it is one does not know how highly they value this Rapscallion. However, I have managed to charm the many before to make deals in my favor, perhaps. It's and we could sweeten the pot with something here and there, maybe. What is one person to them?
It is an ill-omened payment, but I suppose gold or man would bear the curse as well.
Any thoughts, Cass?
Certainly, that seems a good trade. They get what they needed and they don't have to pay additional coin. Or are these prepaid for?
We are to receive a payment for the delivery.
Okay. So yeah,
Uh,
that seems sensible, but I have no idea how much they would have paid for them. They will be difficult though. They are harpies.
That is true. Mr. Causey, perhaps you know something of harpies or have any opinions on this thought?
Uh, I think there's something I can roll to find out if I know something about harpies. I see.
I think there's two.
There is a size up move. I don't know if you have something that's a playbook move that assists you with this.
You got a monster playbook move, don't you?
Yeah, you've got your lore keeper move.
Um, yeah, okay, this work. I can spend a luck to learn a story that I've heard about harpies. The story contains or reveals a secret truth. Mark book fever to know exactly what it is. And book fever is
So I'll tell you what you
5 dice.
know. The harpies, they are regardless of their manner and affect, and they wear clothing. They are civilized as much as any people can be. They tend to be in barren places, and they are always carrion creatures, both in the literal and metaphorical sense. They feed on the dead. They scavenge the dead. That is a strong drive in their culture to kind of take advantage of those things. And uh, they are mean. They are ill-tempered. And though they do use it rarely because it's considered kind of uh, offensive, they can screech in a way that can be, depending on the harpy, can be infuriating, it can be maddening, it can be deafening, but it's not something they can do continuously.
Okay.
So it's the kind of thing that only if you ruffle their feathers or back them into a corner that they'll do.
Okay. Yeah, I will relate that information.
They are also horny AF.
Oh,
I will also relate that information.
I see. Well, hmm. Neither option sounds particularly delightful, does it?
Do you wish to mark book fever?
Um, see, to know the secret truth. Sure.
And
What
what does
happens when
book
I mark
fever do for
that?
you?
So okay, the face something that scares you is that I'm not sure what that is. Is that the thing that normally triggers it, or
That would be
That's
the
what
thing that
gets you out.
normally to clear it. The thing that's in
okay,
parentheses,
okay,
that's
cool.
that's is the way to clear it.
Okay. You can be compelled by the fates to retreat into your books to escape problems. When you abandon the needs of the crew while doing so, mark one experience and gain one bond with the book you've retreated to. This book manifests a djinn. Spend one bond with this djinn to use the book's powers freely without rolling conditions or consequences. If you wish to use the book otherwise, you must parley with the djinn instead of unleashing its power.
Huh.
I am confused by that, but I will mark it.
Basically, is when if I do compel you and you abandon the needs of the crew, you get some stuff. You get to mark that
Okay.
experience, you get that bond, and that becomes a djinn that you can then call with that bond.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
So you wish to mark book fever?
Yes.
So you realize what it is that they are mining here. There is a giant, a titan, petrified, its body inside of that island down to below. That dome is the top of its head. That hand is its
Cool.
hand, and they are in there mining its body and bones. Valuable, valuable magical shit.
Okay, cool.
And you would love to get a look at that.
Oh, yeah.
This is a monster of titanic proportions that now
Yep.
your brain is feverishly thinking of how you can get there.
Oh, yeah.
What do you tell the captain? Do you say that or do you hold that information back?
Ooh. I'm not sure I can resist um like showing off my knowledge.
Nice.
Perfect.
Oh my gracious, what a that's quite grim, isn't it? Oh, huh.
The whole island?
There's some rock around the edges there, but yes, most of it. Mining petrified bones.
Well, huh. Uh,
I wonder if
I
they can eat that. I wonder if that's close enough. I mean, it is a dead thing, but it's also just stone at this point. I wonder if they eat the zombies. Maybe that's why they need shipments of them. They run out because they eat them.
that may be the case. Interesting to think. It doesn't say great things about the people or the likelihood of the people that are there lasting terribly long.
Yeah. This person might be, well, I mean, if he's still alive, be very eager to escape.
All right then. Well, if we're in agreement, we will attempt to parley first to get what we want. If it goes well, maybe we will leave this place successfully. Lo, you're
Oop, you're
muted.
muted.
Oh,
I know.
oh.
I'm talking to myself here.
Um, and if it does not go well, we should prepare ourselves. Are we in agreement that we are to rescue this person regardless of what it requires?
If that
I would
is
have said yes, but now you're making me suspicious.
Well, I mean, it could come down to us having to fight these people, and we don't know how strong their forces are. It could be quite dangerous, and we could all die.
yes.
Hmm. Well, um,
I
then
trust
we
your choices, Captain. I would not be great assistance in the fight, but I certainly will keep the ship safe.
all right. Well, do you wish to come ashore, or do you wish to stay aboard and tend the ship as we go for the parley?
If you think that I would be happy or helpful in any way, the island, I will come with you. But I will return to the ship then after.
I see. Um, well, eh, I suggest that we will make sure that our cannons are loaded when we arrive. Should things go very poorly, I will leave orders that a broadside is to be fired to give us cover, and we will probably at that point seize opportunity if it's available or fall back to the ship as necessary, regroup, and make our decision from there. So be prepared for orders, either advance or retreat, to be handled quickly. We will take only a small boarding party, and I think since they have provided a dock, rather than uh, dropping anchor, we will just tie off at the dock, the better to get off to sea as quickly as possible should we need to retreat. Cass, be ready to uh, lay in course for our best possible escape.
So
All right, then. Well, a little shore leave then. And I think that sounds like our meeting, right?
And I think we will see you walking down the gangplank with these harpies are right there, and we'll take our 10-minute break and come back. So you will dock there. You will come down. They you have your papers, and they will look over them, and there will be a kind of talking, and it was sort of muttering amongst themselves, and then there will be one of the harpies who will come forward and will go, um, I am, I am Lady Beatrice, Captain. Welcome to our island.
Greetings, Lady Beatrice. I am very pleased by your welcome.
Good.
Your island is beautiful, and your work here seems to be exemplary.
Ah, you have the sexy, dulcet tones of a true leader. Kind of leans in close by you. And you smell good too.
As do you.
Oh, flattery, flattery, flattery. Captain, I will have our payment prepared. Please instruct your men to unload the zombies and perhaps a repast.
That would be
Coffee,
delightful.
tea, me.
Oh, you are so droll. Oh, we were perhaps wondering about a deal perhaps you might find beneficial.
Let's finish this first piece of trade first, Captain, then we can talk about further deals.
Very well, and I will make motion.
Nonius is right behind the captain and surreptitiously pushes a bundle of dried flowers into his hand.
Oh, and a small something for you, of course, Lady Beatrice, as the grand dame of this island.
Very nice, very nice. Nettles. And she will go to kind of lead you off. You have the sense that there are a few non-harpy sort of people here in sort of positions, but it is a very small outpost overseen by harpy guards. You know, they've got some cannons on their fortress walls, and it seems to be primarily focused on them kind of managing the mines. Uh, but they will bring you in. And Captain, I assume you want to put them at their ease, right?
As much as possible, yes.
Okay. And so you want to do that by being pleasant and generous and getting the trade done with. So this feels like a parlay to get them to kind of trust you and allow you a little mobility here and so on. Does that seem reasonable?
That seems perfectly fine. Let's see. You use what, luck beforehand, and then other people use bonds to help, right? That's how it
That
runs.
is correct.
I will mark a luck here beforehand to go ahead and add one. And I suppose I am rolling at +2. That's a 12.
That is a 12.
You
So
need no assistance.
you will
sir.
gain a bond with Lady Beatrice.
Oh, fantastic.
And basically, this is the thing that she will trust that you are who you say you are, that you are the emissary of this, that doesn't suspect any malfeasance in here, and will essentially offers that if your crew needs a little liberty, they can off from there, they're welcome to uh, uh, walk about. We only ask that you do not approach the mines.
Of course, of course. I'll send word back. I'll write very quickly. I do have pen and paper. A real quick message, basically to let Marta know to let off maybe a dozen at a time for like an hour to, let them walk about. But no one is to leave the dockside.
Understood. We'll confirm on that. Uh, so she will, you have your choice here. We can do certainly her sitting, maybe with a couple of your people there to kind of do that dinner scene. But if some people want to wander and do recon and the whatchamacallit, the size up move to assess things, we can do that. How you want to divvy your people up here, Captain?
Um, let's have I'll look to Nonius, you feel like maybe you and Vern do a little walk around to size the place up?
Sure, we can make a survey of the local bars.
Cass, are you with us at this point, or would you rather stay on ship? It is completely up to you.
I will assist, sir. The
Well,
ship seems
why don't you come with me then, and we'll do kind of the staying close to the people of power and giving a look-see around that sort of thing.
very well. I will keep my mouth shut.
Oh,
Then
yes.
then let us have Nonius and Vern. You may each do a size up move if you wish to assay things to see what you find out. That is a roll with vinegar. Kind of wander around. There's not much so much a bar as there is a cart where they do have some beverages and things that they sell out to a few of the like traveling people, but that is about it. Uh, but there are some older buildings and things like that, and you can kind of walk along the beach and talk with some of the harpies and other people. So, Nanius, let us have you roll.
Yeah. So let's see. Vinegar. Most of my things, yep, are one. Oh, well, that's a six.
So the good news is you get to mark XP.
Oh, wonderful. What is this intoxicating and delightful drink? I really love the flavor.
Absolutely. Uh,
How can I get the captain in trouble with something here?
Oh,
well, well, I think
I
that
have my vice marked.
you do. I think that you are looking up at that mine in that mountain, and you will see like a glint, like you see that dome, and you know that there must be, because there's a dome, there must be eyes, and eyes always speak of gems and jewels and things like that. And even just to be able to touch such a thing, if I could climb up, get up there, climb on my own. What a mark, what a daring mark. Take the flag. Speak for the honor of your ship.
Yes, all this down here, this is just tourist traps and bluff. The real information, the real secrets the captain needs are up in the
Yes,
mine, are up in the mind.
yes, but even more, everyone will be talking about how daring you were afterwards. That is the most important thing, quite honestly. So we'll
These
come
people
back
have
to,
wings to get about, but I can truly fly.
so Vern, let's have you
Yes.
roll.
Mm.
So the good news is you get to mark XP. The bad news is
We are
you see that
bad at
there's a
this.
dome up there and those eyes, and that says gems.
Huh?
And you think, oh my gosh, I have to climb up there. I absolutely need to get up there to get into that place. If that is where the brain of this thing is, it just and the captain and I think there is a moment where both of you are like looking up, and I think there is a meeting of the minds as the two of you look at each other, and both of you realize that you have exactly the same thing in mind, and that is
Mhm.
such a relief because now you know you don't have to go it alone, that
And
you have a
weirdly, it's
partner
not
in
being seduced
crime.
by by harpies, which is what you would expect of these two.
So we'll come back to you two because you both got to mark an XP, and maybe you're going to get to mark another XP here soon.
Why
Captain
is
Hermione.
it bad in this game when people are marking XP? It's like something's gone terribly wrong.
So, Captain, they will sit you down. It is clearly, again, everything here, I think you begin to realize that the harpies are not craftspeople. Uh, they are, they hire other people to do crafts, generally, or they are scavengers. So, there's a nice table here that they've had made for them, but all the like chairs and things are leftover chairs and driftwood made and all of that kind of thing here. And it will be set up. There is a meal that is brought for you. It is fish. They it is fermented fish
Oh,
that is
good.
brought there. But they do have some wine that they will serve as well to you, and they will ask for news. They will ask for you to tell what things you've heard and that kind of thing. They definitely are gossips. So anything that you can say or make up about that is to their excitement. Uh, Cass, what do you want to do at this meal? Is this you sizing up? Is this you doing something else? What do
Oh,
you think?
that's a good thing. I think I probably am sizing up without
Absolutely,
realizing
because
that's
we begun to realize that size up is a great move that no one can fail.
Oh, is that true? Okay, then
Well,
that's the move for me. So there you go.
so
Uh,
so yeah, you're gonna roll with vinegar.
oh well, at least I have a little bit of that, right? So okay.
If you want to
Um,
spend luck beforehand, you need to tell me.
I don't think that I spend my luck on my ship. This is just
Absolutely.
me. I'm not half so important. The hard part being just finding my dice. Okay, so I'm gonna roll again and add 1 to it. So that gives me 7.
So you have one hold or two hold if you want to stick your nose in somewhere where you shouldn't.
The captain is here to do the nose sticking.
Okay.
So I will have 1 hold. Let's see here. And this is under the basic moves.
Yes,
Yes, it
size
is.
up.
Let's see here. I think okay, so here's the thing is uh I think that what I want to know is what strange secrets lie just beneath the surface here. Not the things about the essentially the mining and stuff, but here in this place where there's a sort of where we're getting their version of hospitality. Who are they doing business with? That kind of thing. Something that I can tell from the marks from, essentially, since I know ships and I know what the marks are on the things that they carry and those sorts of things. I want to know who they're they've associated with? What are their other connections
So
that would be unexpected?
you will be kind of looking around to kind of judge them, that kind of thing. And there is a smell in the air that kind of hangs for you. You're getting used to what the harpies smell like.
Mhm.
But I think it's maybe even a smell that you smelled down at the docks, but now you kind of, as you are up here, kind of, you start to put two and two together. They have probably recently been visited by one of the vessels of the pack, Graykin's Claws, the lycanthropes. And you know that because there is a different kind of predatorial smell that's there, a bestial smell, because their ships smell like that. I think that's
Ah,
what you've picked up, less of them and more of the smell of one of their predator ships. You would guess they've been here within the last week.
really?
Does that seem like a reasonable answer?
Yeah, though I might ask, just what is it that the lycanthropes, what business is it that they do for the most part? Would they be selling folks off as well, or
They look for treasure. They look to expand their numbers. They are raiders when they need to be. They are weird. They're the pirates won't call them pirates because they are bound to a force that is not free. The nature of their lycanthropy ties them to things and shackles them to instincts that they cannot overcome.
so they are not who they are by choice, but by circumstance as much as anything. And
Well,
a
they
pirate
say
would
by
never know the
choice,
choice. Yes, yes.
but we
But of
know
course,
better.
but pirates know better.
Right.
Of course. All right. Um, I guess that when I can, I will point that out to the captain
Yeah. You,
quietly.
yeah, quiet breath. And Captain, what is it that you would like to do here in this conversation?
I want to bring up that we understand, the payment for these zombies, but we would be more than we have heard that there is someone in your employ that we were wondering if we could perhaps purchase the services of. Uh, we are willing to forego the payment for this delivery, if that would be amenable. A mere human that we have heard may be residing here.
Go on.
A man by the name of Ratzenvicken.
You see them make a face, and they will say, "Ah, a human, you say?" Which is not what you've been told. You don't know what they are.
Oh, we don't know. Oh,
Yeah, so I do want to roll back here.
yeah, I'll roll back. I
Okay,
thought,
yeah,
okay,
no, no,
yeah, a person that
yeah,
is here. I will switch to
okay,
person.
right. And they will say, no,
Beg pardon.
no.
You are unwilling to
Ah,
negotiate.
oh, oh, we're very likely to get him. Very useful, important, vital, even.
I see. Um, there is nothing that would perhaps tempt you to allow him to accompany us for some time.
Cass looks alarmed when the captain phrases it that way.
Well, I don't know that there's not anything, and she'll look at you predatorially.
Take one for the ship. But
Uh, uh, did you come to hear that he is present with us, if I may ask?
A former shipmate mentioned that they had heard he was in your employ.
May I ask the name of that shipmate?
Uh, you think a moment here. Hmm. Um, well, at least I'll find out more information one way or the other. A woman by the name of Yadana?
And where is this Yadana now?
I'm not sure. We managed to speak at some time when we were in the, and I'll give the port we were in.
Good. That is good to know. We have a blood payment to take from that one.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
What perhaps? What did she do, if I may
We
ask?
were sold, Ratzenfink, in good conscience by their captain. And that one objected and killed a number of our people
Bad
before,
business.
true, before their captain struck her down and carried her back to the ship.
Hmm. Well, apparently they have split ways, as I do not believe she was part of a ship's company when we encountered
Yes.
her in port.
Well, another reason why we will not be thinning Ratzenfink is someday she will be coming here for him, and then we will spake her out in the sun.
Oh, I see. Uh, would you be willing at least to let me have a chance to speak with him?
All right, this is going to be a parlay here.
Alrighty. I think I'll just go straight on this one.
Okay.
That's Snake Eyes.
Really?
The good news is you get to mark XP.
I strangely want to go to the mines.
No, I think you will see as you were talking, one of the other harpies comes in and goes, and she'll look at you and she will say, did you instruct some of your crew to go to the mine?
No, I distinctly told all of my crew to stay in the docks side.
Well, apparently a pair of your persons decided not to take your orders, Captain. You'll appreciate it if we handle this ourselves while you wait here.
Uh, I would prefer to be the instrument of discipline for my crew.
And I would prefer, and you hear the kind of the sounds of like harpies, scabbards kind of loosening kind of thing. If you were to wait here, and we'll bring you back whatever bones are left.
I see.
I'm going to cut away from you two. Nonius, Vern, you've made your way halfway up.
So here's the thing.
Yes.
Climbing is fine and all, but A, not fast enough, and B through Z, not nearly flashy enough. So I want to spend a point of luck to twist fate for a an opportunity to get up there much faster.
There is, of course, as you would expect in one of these things, a mining cart on a line that runs up the mountain that carries these things.
That sounds correct.
Okay. So, yeah, you will see, there are some people working that. There are things coming back from the mining thing, and you can leap up on there. Vern, do you join Nonius as he
Oh yeah,
makes the
definitely.
Okay, so you two are up in the middle of this, and there is a moment when you're partway up when you'll hear the flapping of wings, and you are fairly certain that you've been spotted.
Yep.
Surely this thing has some sort of safety limiter I can break.
To go faster?
Yes, obviously.
Absolutely. Let's have you use a clever trick.
Oh, delightful.
Or break in or out, either one. So one is with
Oh,
vinegar,
let's
the
see.
other is with blood.
They're about the same, so let me look at the options. I think break in and out sounds a lot more fun.
Okay. Roll with blood.
All right. Well, last roll was with vinegar, which is obviously a curse stat. So this one will be
The best.
okay, an 8.
An 8. So, on an 8, choose one from the results you are going to get in, but
Uh it feels mean to lose track of Vern already. Um
Oh no, it's fine. You can look back if you want.
you bring something nasty with you.
Oh, interesting.
okay. I think that I would like you to mark uh, uh, 3 harm.
Oh
Do you have
my.
armor? You have armor, right?
No.
Oh, let's say 2 harm. For some reason, I thought you had armor.
I
Uh,
have sexy
you have
chains.
sexy teeth. Essentially, as two harpy swashbucklers descend onto the mining cart with you, uh, and uh, uh, you know, uh, blades out, and will strike at you as you are like speeding up at an absurd rate up this. The camera is kind of following behind, Vern, uh, Nonius has struck the limiter. You're flying at just a huge speed up towards the top of this mining thing. You're not sure if there are brakes on it, and there are two blade carrying, guardsmen, harpies with
Yes.
blades. What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, obviously, I being unarmed. Well, no, I'm not armed. I've got a dagger.
Yeah.
I have a hidden dagger. So I am going to. I just want to stab. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just try to stab one of them.
Okay.
Why not?
Then that is get into a scrap.
Cool, cool. It's using a stat I'm very good at, I'm sure.
Blood.
You've got our backs, right, Vern?
7.
7.
Could be
So
worse.
on a
Man.
7, you may deal your weapons harm, or deal half your weapons harm and pick one of the options from get into a scrap.
Where is getting this? It's under basic and special moves, right?
Second
Oh, there
one
it is.
down.
I see it. See something, force them into a precarious. Half your weapons harm and pick one of the following options. Yeah. I want to force them into a precarious new position.
Okay. So you will swing that blade doing little damage, but you will kind of catch a pin feather, and they are like desperately hanging off the edge as this thing goes wah up at a high rate of speed.
Yep.
Uh Nonius, would you like to get into
Okay.
a scrap?
Oh, I would absolutely love to.
Nonius. Blood.
That's a 13.
That is a 13. You get the ante,
Mhm.
and you may deal your weapons harm to the opponent or deal half and make a pick. How much harm do you do with this?
This is my black bladed rapier, so 2 harm.
Hmm.
And I am going to
I will say doing that to them would take one of them out
gotcha.
if you do full damage, just telling you.
Um, I don't know. Does either of them have something interesting to grab?
They've got a helmet, they've got their little breastplate, they've got their little blades.
Helmet. We're definitely playing costumes up at the top. Um, so
Right.
So you want to
I
do
want
half
to,
Good thinking.
half and
yeah, I'll
grab the
do
helmet?
half damage, grab the helmet, spend the ante to activate the strange stun on my blade as one of them feels the power of death rush through them.
Ah! And I think Captain Humayan and Cass, you will hear that crashing sound and then shouting and maybe even some arquebuses or flintlocks, matchlocks going off, and then the sound of people falling, and that will certainly distract these people in here as they kind of stand to like the what is going on. What do you want to do, Captain Humayan?
Right.
You could try and keep it calm here. You could try and take advantage of the opening. You could
I
try and get
mean,
out of here with
how
break
calm is
out.
it going to stay regardless of what I do here? I will. We need to get out of here, Cass. So, I will look to you and so I spoke okay. So I set up the move. I suppose breaking out is kind of what we're going to
I
try and do
think,
is to
yeah,
get out through.
absolutely.
So would I count as leading the crew if I'm doing this with Cass, or do I need
Yes,
more people?
your
Yes.
cast is a crewmate. I didn't see anything that defined the numbers on that. So you've got a crew person with you. As long as you've got one of them, they are your crewmate. And you may roll polish instead.
Okay. I'm going to twist fate with my since I'm leading a crewmate to reach into my pocket, and I've since that will count as a 2, I have a package of some powder that I throw into the fire. It goes woof to make this big smoke thing as I grab Cass's hand and say, "Run!" And we are attempting to get out.
Okay. So twist
Are we
fate.
gonna go look for Rotsenfink?
Uh, we will. Yes, yes. I think that's
Now,
probably what we're going to try and do.
because
Yeah.
Okay.
you twisted fate as if you'd spent 2 luck, you can ask and answer a question off twist fate. So you can
Okay.
establish another fact in the scene after you kind of do that and added something to the scene.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, I think this is the remember something useful in my pocket to have this thing, this
Right.
powder.
So the what? But here's the thing I'm going to say: that 1 luck that you spent is you had the powder. Like I think that's
Mhm.
adding to the scene, and now you can do something else on top of that.
Okay.
Yeah, because luck is valuable, so I want to make sure I give you what it's worth here.
Um, all right. Is there something that perhaps would give me an idea of where Ratzenfeeken might be?
Well, they did say that he was vital. It suggests he's not down in the mines. My guess
Right.
is that,
Or an
yeah,
important place in the mines. How about
yes.
this? How about that you will see that they do have like a schematic of the mines.
Perfect.
Does that seem reasonable? You can
That does.
grab those if the price is right, which is you breaking out and rolling with polish.
Correct. All right, so rolling with polish, and I am. Is it worth me spending a luck right
The
now?
opening is the powder. It goes off.
You don't have any bonds with me.
I know, it's so awkward. This game is strange.
Um,
You'll
and
have to stand your ground at some point.
yes, let's see.
What is the move for calling out
I
your
do have a
friends?
bond with the Star Seeker, and we need Rots and Fink for the
Yeah.
to guide the
All right.
ship to get to the other ship. That's all I have.
If you need to, I would say that you could spend that. Yes.
Okay, so
All
I
right.
could spend that.
All right. Well, I'm rolling with polish. Here we go. Oh, that's a 10.
That is a 10.
Nice.
So on a 10, you are going to absolutely get out. You do have to pick one of those things, though.
Okay. I think I'm going to suffer harm or mark trouble.
Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
can
uh,
I suffer harm in his stead?
well, actually, he's going to suffer a trouble.
Oh, a trouble.
Yes. Uh, I think that you are angry right now, Captain Humayan. I think you are angry that your crew disobeyed your direct orders. And I think that is a trouble that you're going to have until you give them a full dressing down. Does that feel
Okay.
reasonable?
Yes.
Okay. So describe to me what this looks like, and then Cass, I'm going to have you tell me what your action is. So give me the full dramatic, swashbuckling, powder blowing, windows exploding out, swinging, going.
Let's see. So we're here in this dinner. We hear this noise. They look away. I pulling from my big captain's coat this packet of powder, sling it into the fire. Smoke, sparkly lights popping out of it, making a tremendous noise as I grab Cass' hand. Run, you fool! As we begin rushing towards the front. Harpies begin moving as I'm shoving them to the side. Oh, look out! Be careful! Oh, they're dodging underneath as we moving towards the door, push Cass out, and then I turn back and with a big floof of my coat, roiled the smoke back in their faces and slammed the door as we begin rushing off. As I look at Cass, I say, well, at least I got this, and hold up the schematics as we begin rushing towards the mine.
Oh, excellent, sir.
Cass, what do you wish to do?
Let's see here. How about let's see here. There's this unleash a power. My power is my binding to my ship.
If you have a special power, they will have a specific power that is
Oh,
written
it'll
as
have
a,
a
yeah,
power.
yeah.
Okay, so I don't think that works. Let's see here. When you twist fate, you remember something useful in pockets. Fleeting opportunity.
You could twist fate by spending luck to have something be present in the scene. You
Yes.
could use a clever trick to try and get you to the mine without a problem.
Yeah, I think that, let's see here. Okay. Oh, let's see here. So we know that they're chasing the R2 shipmates up
Yeah, I
that
think
one
as you
thing.
come out, I mean, you can see the sparks of this mining cart flying up towards the top of the dome of this mountain mine, and you see the flashing of Nonius's blade, and through your telescope, you can see Vern stabbing with a dagger.
Oh no. So I think that essentially, since we know that that's sort of like what everyone is concentrating on, can what I want to do is essentially find a different way into the mines.
Ooh.
Like we're just kind of like under the thing. So use a clever trick.
I'm either use a clever trick or break in, either one of those. I'll let you choose which one, and I'll give you a +1 on that because of Captain Humayun's map.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use a clever trick. And I think that what it is I will I will tell the ship to essentially do the essentially for the ship to do something that's distracting so that it would seem like we ran towards the ship. So essentially you'll see the sails come,
Sails
essentially go
unfurl,
up.
cannon fires.
Exactly,
Okay.
that kind of thing. So
Sure.
it sounds like
Let's
we're
have
over
you
there.
roll.
Okay.
Roll with
So I'm
vinegar
rolling
with a
vinegar.
+1.
Okay.
Not a bad
so
idea to get them out to sea anyway.
Exactly. Okay, roll again. Let's see what it does. Okay, I don't see my dice rolling. Do you see them?
Yeah, you got a 9.
Oh, cool. So +1 is a 10.
10. So you get to mark a luck,
Awesome.
and you will pull it off spectacularly. I think that the sails unfurl, the cannons fire, that draws their attention, and I think you're quickly looking at this thing and you realize that they're headed up to the head because eyes and gems and things like that, that's not where this guy is going to be. They're actually probably you kind of got marked out that there is a sort of where the midsection is of the giant underground, the kind of the belly of a beast. He's there, and you can see the path and walkways up, and you're kind of, if you remember the mining thing from that Zorro movie with Banderas, the like the frameworks and things, you're kind of running along those and running into the mines, and you two are up there. Nonius, yes, yes, so good, so good. Wow, that is coming up really fast. Boy, that's really fast. Oh, oh, oh boy, it's coming up fast. What do you do, Nonius?
Well, I'm pretty sure I sort of screwed the brakes on this. So I'm gonna turn back to Vern with a huge and entirely uncomforting grin on my face, grab him by the shoulder, and say, "Ready?" as I'm about to jump out.
All right.
All right. So I think this is one more break in. This is to get you in, and and inside the mine and all of that in a spectacular way, moonlight streaming down, that kind of thing. So let's have you roll.
I'm just making sure. No, I don't have any fancy theatrics that would help. So this is what it is.
Would you like a +1?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, take it.
A 9. We've been
And
here before.
I will give you another +1 if you want it.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't I want it?
And I think that you will leap and you'll realize that you have not made it. You've leapt out into the void. It was about to be spectacular. And you will look, and Vern, you will realize, I mean, you can see the thing. You were just about to make it, and then hands grab your back and lift you up, and you will land there on that, and you will look, and you will see that Yadana has caught you in midair,
No, I take it all back. Can I fall to my death now?
sets you down safely.
No, incorrect. No. Isn't it day? What's happening?
And she says, "Are you all right, Vern?"
I am fine. How did you
Boom!
get
As
up
that cart
here?
smashes into the side of the mountain there behind you, you hear the squatch of this harpy absolutely split. There's just bird feathers in the air everywhere.
Should have jumped.
But you're okay.
We're fine. I look at Nonius like, what's your problem? Wait, we're fine. It's all
He
good.
is
We
his
got here.
full like jerking his shoulder out from under her hand sort of thing.
Oh, my apologies, Nonius. If I had known you wished to take the drop, it was presumptuous of me to assume that you wished to
I,
live.
I had a plan. I had this all covered. I don't need your help.
Oh, come on. No,
She
Nonius, we're here. Let's.
So, Nonius and Vern, you have the opportunity here right now, while the captain is down below doing stuff.
Uh-huh.
Here is how I want to resolve this. Uh, I would like you to roll plunder.
Cool.
How does that sound? Does that seem
Absolutely
like a
amazing.
reasonable thing to kind of as a payoff for all of
Excellent.
this?
It seems
So
like the worst idea, and I love it.
okay. So I do think that this is going to end up being a 0 because it would have been a 1, but you are doing this in a hurry. Does that
Right.
seem reasonable?
Sure.
But I'm going to
Yes,
give
that
you a
is
bite
fine.
at this apple here.
All right.
I am going to spend a luck on this.
Okay.
Uh,
Nani,
oh, my
Vern, let's
luck.
have you roll first,
Uh, I'll also spend a luck. I've got lots of luck.
please.
Wait, what's it? Luck is a
Just mark it and you give
+1
yourself
or
a
It's a
plus
plus
advantage?
one.
one.
Okay. Eight.
So that is an 8. So you'll get 1 treasure.
Cool.
And then if you like, you could choose an item from down below. But it will have a, well, I think we know it is a stolen property of
Yes.
someone who wants it back. I think that is the
Yeah.
automatic
Uh-huh.
tag here.
Yeah. Let's see. Strange object, old dangerous container or book. Documents, activities you can use to blackmail someone. Disguise. Ooh, very useful things here. I can only wield commonplace weapons. So a really cool weapon would be sort of pointless. So I will have an old dangerous container or book with important knowledge in it. Oh, with someone trapped inside. Sure, let's go with that.
Okay. Then I do think there is a a a book here, like a text that you'll see you've kind of come up into this. There are various goods and things around, and clearly they have dug up some book that is sealed away, and you will grab it up here, jam it into your pockets, and Nanius, let's have you roll. Grab various gems from the bloodstones of this giant. Is your other treasure.
That's a 13.
Nanius, you get you get a treasure, uh, and you get one of those items that they will not miss.
Definitely a strange object with mysterious powers of the fates devising.
I think you can find a chunk of uh, what is left of the giant's eye here.
That is exactly what I wanted.
Yes, I thought so. You will grab that up. It is warm to the touch. Uh, Captain Humayan,
That's upsetting.
Cass, you will break your way into the mines here, into these chambers. You will see that there are workmen here. There are some Harpy guards, and I think there is that moment when you're kind of looking around, and you will see someone, and you're like, okay, well, I think that's actually who we are probably here looking for.
Oh, is he in the NPC tab now?
Tried to put him in there, and it didn't go. Hang on.
That's not good. Oh,
Ah,
awesome.
Uh,
thank you.
and you will see this chained up rat person, Vermain, who's clearly like kind of overseeing things, and he'll look up as you come in, uh, and he will look and say, "I am very strongly hoping that this is a rescue."
It is a rescue. And I say, I am ship's crew Cass of the Sinking Star. Will you come with us?
Looks at you, Captain.
You say there's guards there?
Yeah.
Um, I'm going to use my bond with Beatrix to say, the Lady Beatrix has made an agreement that we are to take this Ratson Fekin with us. Would you release him, please?
Absolutely. You can spend that bond. You speak with authority. You like show the signed sealed thing that she'd already stamped with her seal on it before, kind of hide that it's a bill of sale, but they will recognize that. And they will quickly unchain. And then there's the sounds of there's somebody attacking upstairs and footsteps running, and they quickly unchain him for you. And apologies, we have troubles upstairs, and they will
Go
Understood.
right
My
ahead.
goodness. Yes.
and you three will go running. Nonius, you hear alarms. Vern, you hear alarms. And uh, Yadara will turn and go, Vern, if you'd like, I can fly you back to the vessel.
That sounds good to me. I'm not going to turn that down.
Absolutely. And she'll kind of pick you up and she'll go, I assume that you don't wish me to carry you back to the vessel, Nonius. You're so quiet. I don't know why I can't hear what you're saying.
So quiet.
Sorry, what was
Fuming with rage for a moment.
she leans in. Well, I'm sorry, what did you say?
Watch me, creature.
So that's a no?
I can find my own way, but I have a plan for all of this.
And you will see that she will pick up Vern and she will go, well, farewell then, Nonius. Unless,
Oh no, I'm not going with no.
okay, then she will fly off with Vern. Captain Humayan, Cass, you are rushing back and you will make your way back to the ship, kind of run through there. As you get back to there, you will see coming kind of out of the air is Yadara with Vern, but Nonius is nowhere to be seen.
Sir, the ship is ready.
Oh, some feathered balls. Where is he?
Nonius, how do you
Uh-huh.
plan to get from the top of this mountain across the island back to the town and to the ship?
I am running back out of the mine with the harpy helmet on my head and grabbing a few of the scattered feathers of the poor crashed harpy and screeching, after them! The creatures, the humans, they're getting away! Come this way, we have to get them!
So, this sounds to me like you are trying to hoodwink
Absolutely.
I
I
am
am
going to give
unfortunately
you
covering up my pretty face, so they can't see that.
I am going to give you a -1 because I do think that this is not the most convincing disguise. Does that seem fair?
Look, if Yadara hadn't been here screwing up my plans, I would have had more time to put together the perfect disguise.
Absolutely.
It's all Yadara's
So
fault.
polish with a -1.
I think this is probably worth spending my last luck on.
That does seem like a reasonable thing to do.
Ooh, that's an 11.
That is an
Oh,
11.
nice.
I think that you will desperately make your way down. I think that you will make it down, rush down, running. The ship has left. And I think Captain Humayun Yadara says, I can go grab him if you want. You are also silent, Captain Humayun. Are you muted, Captain?
Weirdly, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Strange.
There we
Oh,
go.
There
Okay.
he goes.
Yeah, there we go. Just repeat.
Huh.
So she says, may I?
Uh, if you would please.
And notice, I think there is that moment where you're like at the dock, you hear the pounding of the harpies, the screeching, the flying, and so on behind you. You're getting
no, no,
ready
no. I
to,
can do this. It's the plan is going perfectly. It's just the next step is
and then you're grabbed up and you hear in your ear captain's orders.
I said I had this covered.
And she will drop you from a 30-foot height onto the deck.
Oh,
You are a swashbuckler, so you will take the role there.
Yeah, there is a full like rapier into the sailcloth rip all the way down, slowing my fall.
Oh, God.
Yes, turning around going,
Mr. Causey, Mr. Nonius, my cabin now.
And that feels like a chapter end, if I may. You have accomplished a goal for this, so that is a chapter end. You may replenish all of your bonds. And then you may choose to mark 1 experience, mark 2 luck, or heal 2 harm.
Would you say that I
Nonius,
got one of my connections in trouble today?
100 effing percent.
Delightful. Then let's see. What's chapter N.
Would it
I think
feel like that sending the vampire to pick up Nonius was screwing one of my crewmates in the pursuit of my goals?
Yes.
Thank you.
And Vern, you did explore that. So I think you did abandon the needs of the crew. So you
Yeah,
get to market experience and gain a bond uh, with this new book that you've got.
cool, cool.
so as much as it pains me deep down in my soul, I'm going to heal 2 harm. Just an absolute waste. Pick.
I
How could I?
know.
But I will also mark 1 experience and level up.
Okay.
and I guess we got rats and feet, right?
Yes, you did.
So,
Yeah.
okay. Cool.
Cass, do you wish to? You can do one thing twice, or 2 different ones.
Oh, okay.
Experience, luck, 2 luck, or heal 2 harm. So what
I
do you
guess
want?
I'll go with 2 experience.
Okay. Captain Humayun?
I put in 2 XP and I'm going up a level. I wasn't able to take that extra XP. I wasn't in my compulsion.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. But I still had enough to go up a level.
Okay.
Yay!
And Vern?
I am going to do experience and luck and level up.
Okay. Excellent. So at the start of next session, we'll talk about the anger and the resolution of that. And we will see what people who've leveled up are going to take and figure out how that goes through and uh, move on with the journey. Uh, don't forget, if your luck is below your Spitfire at this point, at the beginning of next session, you will set that back up. So you can do that. Let's do stars and wishes. Nonius.
I definitely have to say that was one of my favorite series of failures ever. It was so perfect. I was, thinking of subtle slow roll ways to cause trouble and break the rules, but that was not what the game wanted, and I loved it. Um, Ethan, I really appreciate Vern just hopping in and going full bore for it. I love the moment of you pulling out your dagger and just stabbing at a harpy. It's great stuff. Tyler, I really enjoyed all of your careful maneuvering and planning and then just absolutely destroying it. Um, and Sherry, I liked your scene down by the sea, but really I liked the exploration you did with the doctor because you brought that character in, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So I really appreciated you showing us some of them and like seeing more of her absolute weirdness and then Lowell just like building on top of it in great ways. That
Yeah,
was
he made it very interesting. So awesome.
um Lowell, this was all exciting and amazing, but the the harpy's voice living somewhere between the Grand Nagus and the chicken lady was just like the best thing ever. It was so good.
That was what I was doing when it was muted, trying to find that voice.
It was worth it. Um wishes I honestly I'm sort of looking forward to the captain doing a full like rage and dressing down and clearing that trouble off. But also I know there are lots of super cool level up options and moves and things I could take, and I'm not taking any of them. I'm taking a rival bond with Yadana.
Absolutely. I thought you might do that. You'd mentioned it as a wish last time, so I wanted to make sure I gave you plenty of opportunity for that. Awesome. Uh Cass.
This was fabulous. We all got to be ourselves through and through. I think it was maybe one of the sort of most interesting. We are 100% ourselves. Vern going all, hell bent for books and strange new things and obsession, and Nanius just, yeah, just had to make trouble, just had to stir it up, and then had to be rescued by the person he loves the most. It's
I didn't have to
life,
be rescued.
life, death, and undeath. The perfect trio, the threesome that is the Nanius life story. And apparently, and the captain was super captainy, in charge, suave, clever at every step. It was fabulous to behold. It was just super enjoyable. I the game is a strange thing that I'm like, I can't see how it's going to work, and it's working though. It's working like really well. So the only thing I have to do is figure out a good time to give into the sea, and then uh, uh, but I wanted us to get out of port first. The harpies, a little good stuff, very good stuff.
Anything
And I did
wishes?
love all of your Fallout role.
Oh,
You were super good at making it um very illustrative of the situation. So very
excellent.
good.
Vern?
Oh, and
Oh, yes.
quickly, lol, bonus star for the giant mine. It's, exactly something I asked for at the beginning of the game, and
I
it was
know.
so cool. So cool.
And the horny orc?
I actually really enjoyed meeting him too.
Vern.
I mean, as stars to everybody, I don't think I have anything that hasn't already been mentioned because a lot of things have already been mentioned and they were all very good. So uh I yeah, Tyler being the captain in and us completely ruining it for him. um and I guess stars to the dice for making this a completely chaotic uh ridiculous session of alternating utter failures and triumphant successes. So and stars to you, Lowell, for making those failures and success. Well, yeah, uh, success is very interesting and fun.
Awesome. And Captain.
This was fantastic. This just is such grand hijinks. It is so swashbuckling, huge, big boat. You've done such a good job of making it big and broad. It just felt so dynamic, and it was just so much fun. I loved our start bits, everybody talking. I loved Cass, finding down there, I can't sleep here. And then the whole thing of, I've got to dream. Oh, good, glad should dream. But well, I need a real, I know I've really got to take 12 hours. That was great. I'm just really interesting character work from everyone. Having Vern also be there with Nonius to go and be problems was fantastic. It was exciting. The whole scene of it was exciting. I think it's fun that y'all decided, y'all go up there, y'all are doing that. But honestly, where it gets into trouble is my snake eyes, is when y'all get caught. I caused y'all to get caught or get noticed. So that played well, that, in its way, it was fated to be. There was
Oh yeah,
no
that was
way I was gonna
several very bad rolls there.
and there was no way I was gonna talk these people out of that guy. It was going to end up being something awful anyway. So this was by far and away the more exciting, more pleasurable way for that to go. It was just a ton of fun. It just so much and so enjoyable. Um, for wishes, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to the dressing down because I think they deserve it. And I'm also I am intrigued by what's Adara uh wanting to be with the crew is interesting to me. Yadana wanting to be with the crew, and I think she's very interesting. She's very fun. Um, but overall, it was a delight. So seeing more of her, the dressing down, and you know, the attack on that ship, if we could get that far, who knows? But all around, it was phenomenal, just phenomenal.
Excellent. Thank you all so much. I'm glad we were able to get some people to level up. It is again one of those games that the it gets a little more expensive each time, so these early levels are easier. I very much enjoyed where the dice took us. Yes. I am going to stop the recording